Natural History Museum first opened its doors on the 18th of April 1881, but its story begins more than a century earlier with a man named Hans Sloane, Sir Hans Sloane. Now, Sloane was a doctor and a collector who travelled widely as a society physician. Along the way, he gathered not only natural history specimens, plants, animals, fossils, but also cultural artefacts from around the world. By the time of his death, in 1753, his collection had grown to over 71,000 items. In his will, he offered it to Parliament for just £20,000, a bargain compared to its true value. The government agreed, and those specimens became the foundation of the British Museum, not the Natural History Museum. For more than a century, natural history remained just a part of the British Museum's vast collections. But as science advanced, the collection grew at a staggering pace. Fossils from Britain's coasts, exotic plants and animals from across the expanding empire, and the discoveries of Victorian explorers all poured in. By the mid-1800s, it was clear that the natural history collection had outgrown their home at the British Museum, which is where Sir Richard Owen enters the story. Owen was a brilliant scientist, but he was a controversial natural scientist. He's the one that gave dinosaurs their name. In 1856, he left his role at the Hunterian Museum to oversee natural history at the British Museum, and he had a vision. Owen wanted to create a building and dedicate it as a cathedral to nature, where the natural world could be studied and celebrated on its own terms. More radically, he believed that this museum should be free and open to everyone, not just the wealthy few who could afford to have private collections. His vision set in motion the creation of the museum that we know and love today.